Alright, here we are. This is the third Horizon Zero Dawn video that I'm going to make, and in this one I'm going to be clearing out a bandit camp. So, you can see where I'm sort of in the upper left corner of the map. There's a big bandit camp up here. It's the fourth one that I've done. And at least in terms of size, it seems like it's the largest one I've done yet. I don't know if it's actually bigger in terms of like how many guys are in it. So I had a idea I wanted to test out with this, and it was to try to override a machine and use the machine to do a lot of the fighting for me. So there are some chargers up here, so I decided I would try with these guys. These are stronger versions of the Strider. You can ride them, but they're stronger than the Strider, which is the one you learn to ride in the very beginning of the game. I learned about this idea in relation to a different quest when I was reading about it, and it said, you know, take a mount in with you because the mount can help you fight. And I thought, well, that's pretty smart. But I haven't tried it yet in this game, even though I've played over probably 50 hours. And I'm on level 31 and I've done a ton of stuff, but I have yet to try just sort of bringing in a mount. So here we are. There's my friend Nil up there. He's going to run down and join me in a minute, the top left. And this bandit camp has a nice big front door right there, and I'm just going to run right into it. Now, the moment of truth was going to be right here when I saw how did the bad guys respond to me. Like, were they going to be following me, chasing me, shooting at me, trying to fight me, or were they going to focus on the machine? You can see Nil there. He's in a fight with an a bandit, but the bandit ran away from us, ran back into the camp. So at this point I don't, you know, quite exactly know what's going on, but then I see right there in the top left, there's my charger, and he's going buck wild. He's bucking, he's kicking. I can see from his HP bar that they're not hurting him very much. Now, overridden machines do get a buff compared to their hostile counterparts. And this is on easy mode, so I don't know if that means the buff is even greater than normal, or if it's just a normal buff. In other words, I'm not really sure how disproportionately strong this thing is compared to the bandits. I don't know if this were a harder difficulty level, would the bandits be better at killing the machine? Because you can see here, they're not very good at killing this machine. Now, this machine does have a blaze pack on his back, so if one of them were smart enough to hit it with a fire arrow, they could blow him up. And it looked like at least one of them did hit him with a fire arrow, but he was not able to hit the blaze canister. So now I'm sort of trying to look around and see what's happening, and I'm looking for yellow silhouettes. And I'm really, really shocked that I can only see one. No, I see a few off to the right. This place was absolutely crawling with yellow silhouettes when I pulled up, or when I've been here in the past. So I'm thinking to myself now, like, okay, this is either working really well, or all the bandits are like on the other side of this fort and they're not fighting him. I'm impressed with the machine's ability to get around. He's running, he's going up ramps. He can't climb ladders, but he's chasing down any enemies that he can. I don't think the Charger has a gun either. I think the Charger can just run into you. So he's doing pretty well. But he is taking a beating. He's down to less than half health now. Just sort of trying to scope out the scene. It looks right now like there's basically just one yellow silhouette, and he's shooting the charger. Looks like the charger is still killing things. It'd be nice if I had a better view. The X-ray vision is really the only way that I can see anything here. But I'm not seeing, like, even that yellow silhouette that was up there shooting arrows, that he appears to be gone. So that guy foolishly like climbed down for some reason to try to fight the charger. So now I'm pretty convinced that the situation is clear, so I'm going to go, and I have a lot of abilities that are useful here. I have the ability to call the machine with a whistle, and then he'll come to me. And I also have the ability to repair the machine. So I'm going to call him over. This is actually the first time I've ever done this repair skill. I wasn't even sure if I had it until this very moment. And I didn't even know how it worked. Apparently it costs shards.
Keep my kit dry.
So I'm trying to be a little bit careful here. I'm not quite sure what we're walking into. I didn't see any yellow silhouettes. I'm looking around. I can see now that there's a handful of yellows right there. I see 3, including a guy with like a big tough machine gun or something. And they're on the far side. So I'm going to go pay those guys a visit. I've never been inside this place before, so I don't like know my way around. I'm just kind of going wherever I can go. But I know it's a big circle, so if you want to get out, just run in any direction. There's my faithful friend Nil. He followed me. He doesn't want to get in on the action in there. He wants to come with me. I appreciate that. Nil made me very nervous in some other bandit camps when I was stealthing because I was worried that he was going to get discovered. And what I learned is that they can't discover him. He's like practically invisible. If you're stealthed, he'll try to get next to you and crouch down, but it doesn't actually matter if he's out in the open. Alright, so once again, so this is the completely opposite side, but I have a view of basically my charger's health bar and a couple yellow silhouettes. He's sort of flailing around. Like I said, this is the 4th bandit camp that I've cleared out. The first 2 were, I just ran in there and just started hacking away at guys, basically. And every single guy in the camp was alerted to me. They were all chasing after me. And I was just running around like a maniac, slashing, healing. Nil, of course, was there helping me, but I was just running around like a complete idiot. I had no idea what I was even supposed to be doing. And then when it was over, I looked around the environment and I saw that there were all these like ropes to climb and all this stuff to do, and I realized like I'm doing this wrong. That's not the way this is supposed to be. So here I am calling the charger back. I think this time I decided he didn't need a repair. He wasn't that hurt. But I see there are some guys like right there. I wish my charger would just turn around. He doesn't seem to be smart enough to realize there's guys right behind him. I tried to run in thinking that he would follow me. But he doesn't, he just stands there. So I had to get on him. Actually ride him into the heat of the battle. And then jump off.
Right here, you.
I just got hit there. So as I was saying, the first two of these bandit camps that I did, I just was running in, fighting everybody with my spear. And it was a complete cluster. And I realized when it was over, my problem was I didn't understand how stealth worked. I didn't understand that you can't shoot anything when there are yellow circles present. Because if you shoot something when there's a yellow circle, then they know where you are. And they'll become exclamation point to you, and they'll start shooting you. And at that point, it's pretty much impossible to hide again, unless you just run away and come back. So in my third bandit camp, I realized, that you get one free shot, and then when the yellow circles come, you have to wait until they go away. And that made it real easy to just creep around and sort of very slowly kill everybody with headshots. But the problem was, it took a really long time. It was taking forever for the yellow circles to go away. I don't know what the timer is. It might be 30 seconds or even a minute. And these places are filled with guys. I mean, they're not messing around here. They have a ton of guys. At this point, I don't even know if there's anyone left. I mean, I know there's at least one bandit left because the quest hasn't ended. But I don't know where they are. I go ahead and stop and destroy this thing. I don't really understand how these alarms work. I know you're supposed to destroy them. I don't understand if when they're rung, if it like spawns new bandits, or if it just calls them from wherever they are on the map. If it just calls them from wherever they are on the map, then I guess it's not that urgent to kill it, but if it spawns new bandits, then you probably want to kill it. So yeah, my third one, I'm creeping around, I'm stealthing guys. It's taking absolutely forever. And so when I knew I was going to do this one, I was not looking forward to the idea of stealthing every single guy in here and waiting for the yellow circle to disappear. So I came up with this machine idea. Here I'm trying to dismount, but it's not letting me because you can pick up loot from the mount. So every time I press triangle, which is the dismount button, I'm trying to pick up loot. And that's why I'm kind of just hunting around here. But now finally I get away. And I think at this point I decide I'm just going to stay and fight. There don't seem to be that many guys left. This archer, I think, is in a place where nobody can get to him. And then I think there's one more archer on a tower. Yeah, right there. And then that was it. Needless to say, this worked way better than I thought it would. I thought something was going to go wrong. Either the mount wasn't going to be active, or they were going to kill it really, really quickly. That's what I assumed would happen. I just assumed they would kill the mount pretty quickly. That it might kill 4 or 5 of the bandits, but leave the rest. But it actually killed a ton of the bandits. The bandits had no strategy at all in fighting it. They basically came to it. They ran to their own deaths, including archers who apparently got down from towers to die at the hands of this thing. They were completely preoccupied with it. I don't even think they knew about me anyway. I think I was legitimately hidden, which is a difference from corruption. I'm pretty sure that with corruption, when you corrupt machines, I think that they know about you. I think the bad guys know about you. But in this case, apparently when you override them, they don't. And now I'm going to run back to my friend Nil. Oh, and I just want to say, I only got about 20 seconds left. I love Nil. I think he's great. He's the only NPC in this game I like, and I really like him. I look forward to seeing what else happens. Okay, that's it for this video. Adios.